Hello and welcome to Real Watchers Movie Club. My name is Garrett.
And I'm Kevin.
And we are your hosts. Movie Club is a show. We pick a movie every week and discuss it just like a book club. On today's show, we are covering the gangster epic, The Departed. Our thoughts and more coming up on Movie Club. Released in 2006, The Departed was directed by Martin Scorsese and stars Leonardo DiCaprio, Matt Damon, and Jack Nicholson. To take down South Boston's Irish mafia, the police send in one of their own to infiltrate the underworld, not realizing the syndicate has done the same. It's ranked number 38 on IMDb's Top 250 and currently has a 4.3 out of 5 on Letterboxd and is ranked 124 on its Top 250. The film was nominated for one Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for Mark Wahlberg. It won 4 Academy Awards for Best Film Editing, Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Director, and Best Picture. Before we dive into our thoughts, though, we are going to be spoiling this movie. So make sure that if you want to check it out, go check it out first, because there are some twists and turns this movie takes, and you don't want to get spoiled on those. Yeah. For sure. So, but stay tuned to the end of the show to find out what movie we're covering next week, because announcing it here, we are changing up Movie Club. It's really nice to be able to watch some of the best movies of all time, but it's a lot more fun when Kevin and I can just have free range to pick whatever movies we want to watch. And so we're changing it up. It's not just going to be IMDb Top 250 and Letterboxd Top 250 anymore. It's going to be any kind of movie that tickles our fancy and any movie that we want to watch. So it will be changing up with next week. Even though next week feels like a movie that's more in line with the Top 250 stuff, it is changing up. So we will be doing that.
Nice.
But that is going to bring us to The Departed. Kevin, this is your pick this week.
Correct.
What made you pick it?
I picked it because of Martin Scorsese. I know some of his other movies, and I know he's very critically acclaimed as one of the better directors in the space. And I mean, you can't go wrong with Matt Damon, Leonardo DiCaprio, it's not Jack Nicholson, right?
Jack Nicholson, yeah.
Nicholson. I mean, you can't go wrong with those three right there. So, saw it on here and I said, hey, let's see what it is. And it is an epic, I'll tell you that.
Yes, this is an American crime epic similar to something like American Gangster, The Godfather, Goodfellas. It is up there in scope and the reach that it takes in showing kind of it's a uniquely American movie, even though this is a remake of Infernal Affairs, which is a Hong Kong police movie. So it does have that little bit of a connection there. But I think that the things that make this distinctly American are there. So it kind of takes the story, moves it into our culture very well. But for me, like, had you seen this movie before at all?
No, I haven't seen this movie. I just know of this movie. So
Gotcha.
I would say, as a first-time viewer in this, go into this as blind as possible, like I did. So
100%. I mean, for me, I had watched this in like high school the first time. I've seen this like maybe once or twice since high school. But this was the first time I'd seen it kind of like with my more adult sensibilities and kind of way of looking at film. So was very excited to take another look at it. And it's still pretty damn good.
It is.
It
gotten very damn good.
Hasn't gotten really worse at all. So
I don't think it's gotten, this is my first time watching it, but I feel like I could rewatch this again, but like with a person that hasn't seen it yet, to see their reaction or something, because I think that would be really cool to see. Because again, like you said, there are a couple of twists. I will say more than I think I wanted to, but they're not bad twists, I would say. They're just like, oh, okay, and they happen too much in succession, I feel like, too.
Okay, yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with twists as long as you don't see them coming legitimately, and I think that there are some very good ones here. There's ones that I forgot about, which was kind of nice. But also, like, I think one of the things that makes this movie so successful beyond its story is the cast. The cast is huge.
Stellar cast.
Truly an ensemble movie, and there's not a weak link here.
No.
Like, everyone is firing on all cylinders. I mean, if there was someone who'd say it was the best in the movie, who would you say?
Who would I say? Jack Nicholson.
Me too.
I
Yeah.
I think he absolutely, like, I even forgot Mark Wahlberg is in this movie too. I totally forgot he was in it. But
Yeah.
no, Jack Nicholson, he plays the mobster so well, but you kind of feel for him sometimes when he starts to just sit down and talk with you, which is really cool. But I also like Matt Damon, or no, Leonardo DiCaprio's character as well, because he's just trying to get out of a shitty situation that he is in, but he's keeps there's a lot of shitty situations in this movie, so
There are a ton of them, and obviously the ending of this movie is
oh
very, very sad. And I think that, but like, so obviously we should spoiler, like, no one really lives in this.
but I think that's okay.
Yeah, no, totally fine. But
Hmm.
it reminds me of what Jack Nicholson says earlier in the movie, which he
Hmm.
says, "When I was growing up, you either became a cop or a
Cop.
criminal. But
Yep.
when faced with a loaded gun, what's the difference?"
Hmm.
And at the end of this movie, you see that there is no difference.
Nope.
Literally, Mark Wahlberg executes Matt Damon just like the mob would.
Yep. Hmm.
Like, there is no difference, and that's what's so
Well, even
interesting
when
about this movie.
even the elevator scene, when they just the two twists that happen there, the one of the officers shoots the ice CSCIU person's a black guy. I don't want to be racist, but
Anthony
I've
Anderson.
yeah, Anthony, and I'm like, oh, that's a twist because he was a cop as well. So it's like there's no in the middle between gangster or cop in this city. Um, right now, there's no one side, I should say. You're not a cop or a gangster. You're a cop and a gangster, pretty much. That's what I felt like during this movie. But yeah, there's some twists in here that I'm like, oh my gosh, that was good. And it's not a bad twist where it doesn't get paid off. It's a really good twist that pays itself off as well.
Yeah, that whole ending is just,
It's kind of crazy, but it's good at the same time.
yeah. There's also, like, but yeah, so one of the things that works really well about the ending of this movie is that, do you know about the hidden messages in this movie?
Explain it, and maybe I can get it.
So the letter X, or the shape of an X, makes a difference in this movie.
Shape of an X.
So, for instance, um, when they're going down in the elevator,
Uh-huh.
there's a shot when it's from the side,
Yeah.
not the one just showing Matt and Leo.
When they're inside of the
Yeah, when they're inside the elevator, it's kind of to the side. Behind Leo DiCaprio's head on the wall is an X.
Yeah.
Similarly, when Matt Damon goes home, on the carpet of his floor, the hallway, there is an X on the floor.
Okay.
In Matt Damon's office, there's an X in the light kind of coming into the window. When Jack Nicholson's walking through the car shop in the beginning, he's walking by structures in the shape of an X.
Yeah.
These all foreshadow those characters dying.
Oh.
Whenever a character dies in the story, there are X's in the scenes before with them that telegraph everything. Once we're done with the recording, I will show you the video that explains it, because it, like, once you see it and you watch the movie again, you're like, oh no,
it's right in front of my face the entire time.
Or like when what's his name? Shoot, the captain guy. I can't remember the actor's name. It's gonna drive me nuts. Sheen. Martin Sheen. When he's falling down the buildings, there's X's on the windows as he's falling.
Yeah.
You know, it's really interesting, and I think that it pays off all those hints. So, like, if you subconsciously, you're almost preparing yourself to be like, oh, all right, well, something's going to happen here, you know, which I think is a brilliant thing to do. So the ending is surprising, but then when you watch it again, it isn't surprising. It's almost like foretold.
Yeah. Which is kind of cool, because you can watch this movie again and be like, all right, well, there's that one. You get the little hints that Scorsese put in this film to kind of prepare you to what's going on or what's going to happen.
Sure.
Hmm.
So, I mean, you bring up a good point though. So you said watching this movie again. This is a movie that I absolutely love, but I would not say that I'm like itching to watch it again.
Yeah, I would be itching to watch it again maybe in about a month because
Sure.
it because I mean for my first watch, then I want to watch it again to see if I could pick up on when we don't know the rat inside of the police station to see if he gives anything away to one of his other colleagues when they first make the SIU unit because he's the head of that unit. So I wanted to see if he put anything what he was saying to some people would give it away for me if that he was the rat because I had no clue that Matt Damon was the rat in this movie until it shows. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
I was say like you know from the beginning that he's a rat.
I maybe it surprised me more because of how much he gets away with it for being a rat, and how,
Sure.
like Mark Wahlberg's character gets punished because he thinks he's a rat, and he just Matt Damon's character just pursues getting the informant list way too much that would suspect that for me it would be like, ooh, that's kind of suspicious. I don't know why he
Yeah.
needs it that much.
I could see that giving it away. I think that, I would be interested to rewatch this in seeing James Badge Dale's, like, who's Matt Damon's partner.
Oh yeah.
I would be interested to see if you can tell that he's an insider, just like he is, or if there's anything that he gives away. But what I was trying to say, though, is that I'm not itching to rewatch this again because I do think this film is too long.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean,
It's
could
it's for me. It's more so because there's some pacing issues in the middle of the movie.
okay.
I think the intro is so good, showing you the history of Matt Damon's character and kind of introducing us to Jack Nicholson, who plays one of his best villains ever.
Oh yeah.
But like, there's a whole storyline in the middle of the movie and towards the end dealing with Vera Farmiga's character, who's like a love interest for both Matt Damon and Leo DiCaprio, which I don't think was ultimately necessary. Like,
I mean, it's showing.
It's good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But like, of all the other things going on in this movie, it didn't feel as necessary.
Gotcha. I can see that, but I can also see yes, it is necessary in this movie because she's seeing both men for two different things, but she doesn't know why she's seeing them, which is kind of it's kind of cool because she is basically like us watching the movie, not knowing what's going to happen next, is what I feel like. And she falls for both people because they're two totally different people, which I think is I think the love interest in this movie is really cool. It's not just dropped in there. It's very it gets formed over time, which I enjoy because a lot of the times you're watching movies and you're like, oh, that's the love interest and they're gonna get him, blah blah blah.
Sure.
So having a story form around some stories form around that love interest, it's really cool. So
Sure, and I think I would have been much more open to it if it like if it had like obviously there is like that purpose to it, right? She falls in love with both of them, but they're both ultimately the same, right? Yeah. But like if she was actually an FBI agent, or like she was the one that they were leaking what's his name? Nicholson's character was leaking stuff too. Like if everything was connected, would have been like much more.
That would have been cool. Yeah,
but that didn't go that route. It was just a love interest, which I mean.
That's okay.
Fine. But her performance is great. I don't want to say anything like it's not like she's a bad character or it's a bad story. It's just it feels unnecessary and extra to me, and I think that pads out the time a little bit.
Gotcha.
Also, because
I didn't feel the time in this movie, to be perfectly
really
the 2 hours and 30 minutes that I saw, I didn't feel it at all. Because I mean, maybe I was trying to figure out not who was the rat or how they were going to catch each other, which I was really intrigued about. So,
yeah, I think on the first time I watched this movie, I didn't feel the length. I would say this time I did, just specifically around the middle of the movie.
Okay.
And then once it gets towards the end and everything's revealed with Costello, which is Jack Nicholson's character, and he's killed by Matt Damon and stuff, like that's when I feel like it picks up truly again. and not like it's not enough for me to dissuade the movie. It's not like I'm like looking at my watch bored. It was just like, oh, I feel like this is a little long, but it's still good, so I'm still here.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
so
Mm-hmm.
like,
Totally
it's not like there's
understandable.
anything wrong with it. But I just want to say the dialogue in this movie like
Mm-hmm.
is real good. I mean, it's really kind of weird to hear Mark Wahlberg saying all these kind of racial slurs, knowing his
Mm-hmm.
history with racism in the past. But like, it's kind of odd on one hand, or on the other hand, because like I've seen people say that this doesn't like some of the dialogue doesn't age well or whatever. But that's how people talk
Yeah.
in specifically not only in Boston but like in civil service, like firefighters. My brother and his friends were, or my brother was a firefighter for a while, or EMT,
Mm-hmm.
and he and his friends talk like this.
Yeah.
Like, other firefighters I've met when they're at the fire station, they talk like this. Police officers talk like this because it's a way to kind of alleviate tension. So like, it is a real thing. Whether or not they actually believe the things they say, that's something entirely different.
Totally different.
But
Yeah.
like, that
Mm.
is the language they use.
Yeah.
And I will say, like, sometimes the Boston accents feel a little weird. I don't know if
I
it's just me.
it's funny when I'm listening to it because I mean Mark Wahlberg is from Boston, so he doesn't have to put on an accent. I don't feel like, but everybody had a pretty good Boston accent. Like I did not like be like, ooh, that one's a little rough around the edges there.
I don't know. It's a
So
little weird to hear people from like these actors say microprocesses.
yeah, yeah.
It's a little odd.
And then Jack Nicholson, what are those? I love how he gets into his old person character in this movie, though.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like the moment when Leo DiCaprio is like taken in by him and Mr. French or Frenchie,
Mr.
um,
French. Hmm.
like when they has like the cast on and they just break it and
Oh
smash
my!
the arm. Ooh boy,
Oh,
as an X-ray tech, I'm sure that affected you.
yeah. His hand was fine actually. He didn't need to cast, so he was good. It looked
Well, there
fine
you go.
afterwards. But no, I didn't know what was gonna happen during that scene, and I was like, oh my gosh, that must hurt so bad too. But they had to do what they had to do because after he searched them, I was like, oh, they're done searching him. And then the
No,
cast, and I was like,
you
oh
can
my
easily hide
gosh.
a wire inside
Mm-hmm.
the
Exactly.
glass.
So it's just the smarts that Costello has as well, which is really cool. And I love Mr. French as well. He's I don't want to call him a background character in this movie because he's very prominent, but he's one of those characters who's like, oh, he's always the right hand man pretty much
Mhm.
with Costello. And I really enjoyed it because Costello can be the muscle in this movie, but Mr. French can be the other muscle if he's not there.
Okay, Kevin. So this was your pick this week. Why don't you go ahead and give us your final thoughts and score?
Final thoughts. This is a very good epic from Martin Scorsese. The performances all around are fantastic. I don't think there's any dud in this movie. Everybody plays their part to a T. Even the background characters that, like Mr. French that we were just talking about. Even the captain, where he doesn't get a lot of screen time, but he is such a big part in this movie. I mean, we didn't even talk about the scenery in this movie is absolutely gorgeous as well. Just in a Boston area, rural and everything like that. So I really enjoyed that as well. But I gave this movie a 95 out of 100, which accumulates to 4.5 stars out of 5. Definitely go watch it if you do not know the twists in this movie, because they caught me off guard.
Well, there you go. Yeah, for me, I think that this movie truly is one of the great crime epics, American crime epics, similar to Goodfellas, Godfather, American Gangster, movies like those. It's a brilliant film that uses dialogue incredibly well. It has some of the best ensemble casts of any Scorsese movie. I think this is probably his best ensemble in any movie,
Hmm.
because everyone's just such a firing at such a high level. I do think that the middle of the movie gets a little slow in parts, and I don't necessarily think that the Vera Farmiga storyline is 100% necessary, but it is still good. So with that,
Hmm.
I ended up giving the film a 93 out of 100, so very close to you.
Nice. Hmm.
Also, a 4.5 stars out of 5 on Letterboxd. But that is going to be it for this episode. So the question now falls to you. What do you think of The Departed? We'd love to hear what you have to say down in the comment section down below. And just remember to be respectful of one another, because the other person could be Costello. Who knows?
Mm.
But since we are changing things up and just kind of picking whatever movie we want, Next week, we are starting that with the comedy drama Lost in Translation, which I have been very excited to watch for the first time. I have not seen it before. So we're going to be checking that out next week. So make sure to watch it so you're not spoiled. And that's it. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to us here on Real Watchers. Of course, we have our live stream that goes live every single Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And this video series goes live every single Friday at 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And there will be another video coming out sometime this weekend regarding my personal movie haul for the month. Because my collection is exploding, so it's kind of cool to do those videos, and I think they're a lot of fun. And if if Kevin ever buys a couple of movies in a month, maybe we'll get one from him too.
Black Friday comes up every once in a while, actually every year. So some movies could be on there, and yeah, I can definitely show them off.
And next time we have a Criterion collection or Criterion sale,
that would be fun.
Save your money because it's 2 times a year. It's the best time of the year. But anyhow. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, make sure to keep those eyes on the screen.